Hello students. So yesterday we have started with the chapter that is the stars and the solar system. In this chapter student we discuss about that what is the star and what is the solar system. So solar system it include all the different planets as well as sun. Okay, which revolves around the sun. So before that students, we discussed that there are a lot of objects are there which is present in the sky when you see in the sky, and such kind of a body, such kind of a object which is present in the sky, we use a term for it and that is known as celestial bodies. Now these all celestial bodies are present in the vast space and that is known as universe. So all the celestial bodies are present in that of the universe. Now the celestial bodies, they are far apart from each other and their distance between the two celestial bodies cannot be measured by the SI unit like that of a meter or kilometer. Instead, we have to use another distance measuring that is the light year. And we study student that the light year is equals to 9.46 into 10 the power 12 kilometer. So this is the 1 light year, value of the 1 light year student. So we study that we cannot measure because the distance is so far that we cannot measure in kilometer and meter. Now you see students, if we talk about the stars, students, the stars are what? It is a huge hot glowing gases which are held together by its own gravity. Okay. Basically, if you see the stars, it seems that it is very smaller in size, but actually it is huge. Okay, and since the distance between the earth to that of the star is very far, and that is why it seems very small. If we talk about the star, so one of the star which is nearest to the earth is known as sun. Okay, we all know that sun is what? It is a star. And sun is the bigger and the brighter yellow star, which is the important part of our solar system. If we talk about the second nearest star which is present near to that of the earth student, that is Alpha Centauri. Okay, so Alpha Centauri is the second star which is nearest to that of the earth. If we talk about the brightest star students, so that will be Sirius. So Sirius is that star which is the brightest one. Now if we talk about the movement of the stars students, so basically it seems that sun used to move from the east to west and it is due to the rotation of the earth from west to east. And that is why the sun as well as all other stars, it seems that it rotates along its axis from east to west. But there is a star which is known as a pole star. This pole star it does not seem to be moving, but it remains stationary at its position, and it is because it is present at the axis of the north pole of the earth, and that is why when the earth rotates, it remains at its place without changing it from one direction to the other direction. This North Pole is also very important students since it helps the traders and the adventurers to find their direction. Now if we talk about the another student, and that is galaxy. Okay, so we discussed up to here. Now we will study about the galaxy. What is a galaxy students? So galaxy is a system which consisting of a million and billion of stars. Dust is there, gases are there, which are held together by force of attraction. So we can say that galaxies it is a system which is having million billions of stars as well as dust are there, students. So dust, gases are there, so gases are held together these all are held together by gravitational attraction. Okay, so it is a system which is having the million and billion of stars. Dust is there, gases are there, all they are held together by the gravitational attraction, student, and they all together make a system, and that system is known as a galaxy. So galaxy is what? It is a system. Now if we talk about the other thing about the galaxy, students, so if you see in the universe, so there is not one galaxy, but a million of galaxies are present in the universe. And these galaxies are far apart from each other. They are having a distance. They are away from each other. So we can write it. Million of galaxies are there in the universe. Now you see the student, in a galaxy, million or billion of the stars are there. And galaxy itself is of a million and it present in the universe. Okay, so you can understand by this that how vast their universe it is. Okay, so we can write it. There are million of galaxies are there in the universe, which are galaxies in the universe which are far apart from each other. Okay, so a lot of stars are there, student, which held together, which are arranged together by the force of attraction, and they together form the galaxies, and million of the galaxies are present in the universe. If we talk about our own galaxy in which the sun and the stars are present, so that galaxy is known as Milky Way. So we can write it. Our sun and star is in the galaxy is in the galaxy known as Milky Way. So Milky Way is what, student? It is our own galaxy where our sun and stars are present. Okay, so our own galaxy is known as a Milky Way. Now if we talk about the Milky Way, students, so Milky Way, it appears like a broad band, faint light which is stretched over that of the sky. Okay, so this broad band is actually the different types of stars and the suns are present there, that will form a broad band. Okay, so a broad band with the faint light which stretches over the sky, that defines, that is our Milky Way. So we can write it. It is a It appears as a broad band, faint light, which appears broad band of faint light which stretches over the sky. Okay, so it appears as a broad band of a faint light which stretches over the sky. Such appearance is of our own galaxy, that is Milky Way. And this broad band, students, basically this broad band, it tells about the when you see it appears like a broad band, and this broad band is formed because of the millions of the stars are present in it. So this broad band is of the million of the stars which form the Milky Way galaxy. So we can write it, the broad band which is formed in the Milky Way galaxy is the millions of stars. Is of the million of stars. Okay, so it appears as a broad band of faint of light, and this broad band is the million of the star. So this is what? This is our galaxy. This is the galaxy. Our galaxy is Milky Way, and normally galaxies is what is consisting of a billion of stars, dust and the gases in it. Together, they are connected together, they are held together by the gravitational force of attraction, and there are a lot of galaxies are found in the universe, students. Now we will move to the another topic, and that is constellation. What is constellation, students? You see, million of stars are there, students. We are continuously saying that there is not a one star in the galaxy, but a million of stars are there. Now all these stars have arranged themselves in and give a shape, give a pattern, and the study of the pattern of such kind of stars comes in a constellation. So we can write it, constellation. 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 Okay. So constellation is what, student? I discussed that it is a group of stars. When they come together, they form a pattern, they form a design, and it means they form a pattern only. And when the group of stars, they come together and form a pattern, is known as a constellation. Now, ancient time, the people, what they used to do, they used to give name after the animal or a mythological characters, students. So they had given name to these constellations, and about 88 constellations are known so far. Out of that constellation, there are some constellation, students, which are very known, like Ursa Major is there, Ursa Minor is there, Orion is there, and Cassiopeia. Okay, so we will study one by one all of them. So constellation is what? Group of stars which that forms a recognizable pattern shape or pattern. Okay, so a group of a star that form a recognizable shape or pattern is known as a constellation. If we talk other thing about the constellation, students, so this in ancient time, people used to, ancient time, people had given name to these. Ancient time, people had given name to these constellation on the basis or after name of a animal or mythological characters. So after name of animals or mythological characters. Okay, so in ancient time, people had given name to this constellation after name of animal or mythological characters. How many constellations are there, students? Almost 88 constellations are there since known to us. So we can write it. Constellation are known to us. Okay, so till that 88 constellations are known to us. In Hindi, student, we call constellation as nakshatra. Okay, so in Hindi it is known as nakshatra. Okay, so this is what? This is the constellation. So till now we are knowing 88 constellations, student, but out of this 88, some of them are very well known to us, and these are few constellations are known to us, that is Ursa Major, then Ursa Minor, then Orion, then Cassiopeia. Okay, that is Cassiopeia. Okay, so these are what? These are the different kind of constellation that we are knowing about it. Okay, so constellations are what, student? These are the constellations are the different stars when they come together and form a pattern, a recognizable shape or pattern, that is known as constellation. In Hindi we call it as a nakshatra, and there are some of them are very well known to us, like that of Ursa Major, Ursa Minor, Orion is there, and Cassiopeia there. Okay, so let us discuss with the first one, and that is Ursa Major. Okay. Ursa Major. Ursa Major. So this constellation, you can say that this is the most easily recognizable constellation, students. Okay, so Ursa Major is the most easily recognizable constellation is there, students, and in the night sky. Basically, if you see this constellation, it consisting of 7 bright stars, along with the other faint stars are also there, and these 7 stars, they arrange themselves by giving a shape of a spoon or that of a beer, and that is why this constellation is also known as a Big Dipper or a Great Bear. Okay. And if you see in the Ursa Major students, so you will see that since there are 7 stars, and that is why in Hindi mythologically, in the Hindi mythology, we used to call it as a Saptarishi Mandal. Okay, so Saptarishi Mandal, it is because of the presence of the 7 stars in it. Okay, so we can write it about the Ursa Major, that is Ursa Major, it is the one of the most easily recognizable. This is the one of the most easily recognizable constellation. It consists of 7 bright stars along with other faint stars. Okay, 7 stars are there, students, along with the other faint stars are also there. Then these stars arrange themselves in a spoon or a beer. Thus, it is also known as Big Dipper, or the Great Beard. So because of this shape, its shape is like that of the spoon, student, or like that of a beard. That is why it is also known as a Big Dipper or the Great Beard. Now if you see the Ursa Major, students, so Ursa Major can be visible throughout the year towards the northern hemisphere. So we can see it easily towards the it is visible, so we can write it. It is visible in the northern hemisphere okay, it is visible in the northern hemisphere throughout the year. Okay, it is visible in the northern hemisphere throughout the year, students, so we can see it throughout the year. Okay, now if we talk about the Indian mythology, this Ursa Major is also known as Saptarishi Mandal. Okay, it is known as a Saptarishi Mandal. Okay, so 7 stars are there, student, which arrange themselves to form a spoon-like a pattern or a bear-like a pattern, and that is why the name given to it is the Big Dipper, or the Great Beard. Okay, so this is the Ursa Major. Now let us draw the diagram and try to understand that how the stars are arranged, to understand with that of the Ursa Major. So in case of a Ursa Major, student, how many stars are there? 7 stars. Okay, so if this is the 7 stars, Okay, likewise 7 stars are arranged here, students. Okay, so if you see 7 stars, you will see students and they arrange themselves like a spoon. Okay, this line we had drawn it, but actually the stars are simply arranged in a 7 way. When you join it, then you will find that a kind of a pattern or a kind of a shape is formed by these different stars. Okay, so 7 stars, they arrange themselves. Now you can see here it looks like a spoon. That is why the name given to it is a big dipper or a great bear. Okay, so all the 7 stars, they arrange themselves like that. Okay, so this is about the Ursa Major, which consisting of a 7 star. Other faint stars are also there, but these are the 7 bright stars which together forms the Ursa Major. Now if we talk about the another one, student, and that is Ursa Minor. Okay, so there is no much difference between that of the Ursa Major and Ursa Minor. Almost the shape is the same. Ursa Minor. By the name only you have understood. So this is what, student, you can say that this is the another recognizable constellation which is formed in the night sky. Ursa Major is very similar to that of Ursa Minor is very similar to that of the Ursa Major. It also consisting of 7 stars, 7 bright stars are there, students, and these also they also form a pattern of a spoon or that of a bear. Here, since the you can say the size is small, so we can say that the name we had given for the Ursa Minor is the little bear or a small dipper. Okay. Although the other things is very similar to that of Ursa Major. Like the Ursa Major, which is very easily recognizable, it is not very easily recognizable. So we can write it Ursa Minor, that is, it is the another constellation It is the another constellation known also consists of seven bright stars again arrange themselves like a spoon or a beer. Also known as little beer, little deeper or a small beer. Okay. So known as a little deeper or little beer. Okay, so little deeper or little beer is also the name of the Ursa Minor. Okay, now you see here students, they also arrange themselves like a spoon or the beer. But what is the difference between these, the Ursa Major and Ursa Minor? That Ursa Major can be easily recognizable, but this one cannot be easily recognizable. So we can write it, this cannot be easily recognizable. So one is easily recognizable, the another one is not easily recognizable. This is the only difference between these two. Okay, otherwise both of them are having the similar pattern, a similar shape. If we talk about the shape, students, the shape of this Ursa Minor is also the same, and that is, you can see if we talk about the shape, so this one will be the shape. So this is the, you can see here, students. Okay, so if this is the first star, this is the second one, this is the third one, this is the fourth one, 5, 6, 7. So you see, all these together again form a 7-star structure, which is a little deeper, or that of the, it is known as the little deeper, or it is also known as a little bigger. Okay, so this is what, this is the Ursa Major and Ursa Minor, students. Okay, both of them is a constellation. Okay.